Hey friends, it's Chris Catan, and let's play another game of the Settlers of Catan, Catan universe. We're here in the second position, playing as red. Let us take a look at this board. All right, so we've got a corner desert here. A lot of brick on this board. All right, there you go. Not a lot of ore. That's pretty apparent. Really just that 10. Wheat's actually pretty good. There is this 965. That is pretty good. Gets us to the 3-for-1 port. Maybe even gets us to this 10-5 wars. I really like that. Really like that. 3-6-9's also okay. Like that too. This is good. There's a lot of good spots on this board. 8-5-10 here is pretty nice. Yeah, interesting. Do we take the best wood or the best wheat? Because I think we probably get something on the way back, but all this production's kind of hard to go, hard to pass up. But I also kind of imagine I almost wonder if this is actually the right thing to do. We like do this and head down here to the sheep port or something. I'm gonna take this 965. I like it because again, it could potentially get me to the 10-5, and then also just the 3-for-1 port's nice. I think it's a good risk reward. Otherwise, like the 10-5-8 obviously is good because you can get the 2 3-for-1 ports, get the best wood on the board, get some cheap brick. Like this 2. It's just I think this just has the best power level. I mean, it's 13 pips. You can't really beat that. Has a port. That's no one's gonna go there. It's gonna be uncontested, which is always nice. And again, it gives us a pretty good, strategy for what we're looking to do next, which is really just get some wood. We have a lot of spots we could do that, and we could potentially pair it off like a side by side here, like 6-3-11 maybe. Head down here to the wood. Could even just do like an 8-4-3 maybe, or maybe even this. I don't know. I think this definitely goes. This definitely goes. We'll see what happens after that though, because after these, really kind of depends. Really going to see what this guy's going to be able to do. He's probably going to try to do the same thing. So best case scenario, actually, I think for him, his nightmare is that this actually does go, and then he's got basically no wood, or if he does, he doesn't have any sheep. He's gonna have to pick. So that'll be kind of interesting to see how that all plays out. But yeah, like this, kind of makes a lot of sense. Let's see what gray does in what order, because again, this is pretty good. Like, can't really complain about like that kind of setup here. Even something goofy, like I almost wouldn't be surprised if he did like 8-5-10, 6-3-9 or something like that. I could almost actually see them doing something like this. Or even, well, maybe that's a little too risky, going like 11-5-4 into the 10-5, just because I probably beat him. Yeah, it's interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, hard to complain about this as your first pick. I mean, I get it. I think the only problem is what do you do a couple rounds later, right? Because potentially you're going to be missing a resource, which maybe isn't so bad. Maybe he assumes you can go 8-4-3, which is perfectly conceivable. And then we'll see. And then he's got the corresponding 8s. Pretty good. What are you doing here, Gray? We'll see. Okay, he does 6-3-9. Not a surprise. Where does he go? Is he going down here? Is he going to do this? How's he going to do this? Tough choice. Okay, he does 5-4-11, point to the left. Yeah. I think, I get it. He's got to beat me, though, which is the hard part. And we'll see if that happens. Because, again, he does have the brick, which is good. But this could also potentially affect where I place, right? If I really want to get this 8-5-10. Because, if I really want it, maybe I just take the 8-4-3, call it a day. But of course, that also comes with a little bit of risk because what does he do? Right? Do we really want to give this guy, I don't know. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, he decides to go 9, 10, 11. Hmm. This becomes a lot worse for him if he doesn't have this 8-4-3 spot. Like that's just fundamentally not so great for him. But this does work pretty well. I mean, this port's a lot less interesting, but it gives me probably gives me the road game. If we're being honest here, maybe this guy green can connect, but yeah, I don't see why I don't take this at this point. Yeah, I could go here, shut him off from sheep, but I mean, sheep's going to be so ubiquitous, it's going to be traded. I think wood's the more interesting asset. So I'm going to go 8-4-3 here. I'm going to point to the left. It's also nice because, again, we get the extra little tick of wheat, which you can never really go wrong. I'm going to be curious to see what he does, or she does here. I would imagine they take one of the 6-3-11s. That would make the most sense, I think. But you never know. Yeah, there you go. Makes sense. So that's also kind of nice because, again, it basically makes their wood port not really a problem, which, again, is always good. I like having unproblematic wood ports. Because again, that could have been pretty nasty with that double eights. So it's a little bit of a defensive play, but ultimately I think it's not so bad. Do I want to be nice or be mean here? Probably gonna go be a little mean. Take this one, hit gray. We get the wood. Bummer. Can I get wood for an ore? Doubt it. No one's giving me frowny faces, so that's always good. You can kind of read the room here when some people are sad and giving frowny faces and other people are not. Can we get for a break? Otherwise, we'll pass. Now the nine already rolled, so it's that's kind of me being sympathetic a little bit and being like, okay, look, I'm not trying to hurt you guys too much because you already got your wheats. Let's see what they do here. Sometimes people are funny about this and they'll only target the first person who rolls the seven. So we'll see. I mean, I'm hunting for brick. Now Green's got to decide. So I'm sure they're thinking the same thing I'm thinking, like, huh, where does this go? Green's actually in an interesting spot here because they're the most isolated, right? With this side by side setup. And they did get screwed over by this brown guy. Not that I mean, what is Brown supposed to do here? Right? I think that's right. It's the five. It's me. Okay. Yeah, not surprised. They get a road. Okay. That's okay. Oh, there's the brick. Bummer. It's a good block by the green guy there. Especially if this five goes off a few times. It's always kind of how it goes sometimes. You get the five, and then it's like, damn it. What do we do? Because again, we would really like to get to the 10-5, if possible. Because that would really open our game up a little bit. Yeah, it's been a little slow here. Seven again. Brown's been the only one who has not been molested. Let's see what they decide to do. More choices here. Back on the nine. Okay. Hey, that's good. Such to this guy. Yeah. I if anything, if anything, that's great for me that he reacted that way because, we're not the one who's causing problems. Can I get this brick? I'll give for it. Green might have one to deal here. Done. Pass. So we're most likely getting this. I don't think Gray is going to be able to catch up at this point. Just because if he traded it. kind of a strange one. Like, I'm sorry. I misread that. And we get our brick. Perfect. Yeah, he's short here. He's not going to get there. So we just need the 6 to roll. We'll get a settle, and that's great news for us. So let's see if we can get this 6. That'll be a win. That'll be a win. Now, there's actually a question if maybe we should try to head up here to this spot. It's kind of an interesting one. Okay, it's going that way. Because we can get double up this 10. That's not bad either. Come on, 6, 9. Make a sheep here. I could build a defensive road. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to... Do I want to sit? I'm going to sit. Maybe a little risky, but I've got 2 of everything. So I really don't feel like I should be poking the bear here in case we get 7'd or knighted, in which case I'll do something. I'd rather lose like the positioning than have to like wait and get blocked on like a brick or something. So that's kind of the risk, right? Nah, we're just gonna hold. We'll trade on our turn. We're gonna trade. I think this is kind of what I want. This 6 is gonna happen. I'm gonna hold here. I'm gonna hold. Like he didn't do it on my turn. I'm not gonna do it on his turn just yet. And again, I don't think he's getting a 2-for-1 from anybody, so it's not like he's gonna come over. Oh, he's gonna try. Oh boy. But even then, he'd still be short. Risky. You know what? Maybe I should just take the sheep deal. It concerns me a little bit. Okay. Come on, 6. Where's the 6? 11. That's not good. Not good there. All right. Well, let's see. Come on, 6, 8. I'll leave the sheep for a brick now. It's a 1-for-1 with green. I don't love giving him that, but I need to secure this. We'll pass. Puts him in a good spot. But he's still down some wheat here, which is good. But again, he's got 8 cards. So as much as I hate the 1-for-1s, it is what it is. Like at this point, it's kind of like I gotta secure my spot. Especially since he's coming. No 6s yet though. So a little slow on that respect. 2-for-1 for the brick. Interesting. Does Brown take that? Oh, he takes that. Okay. And a settle. Very nice. Yeah, he's got a nice little setup here. So we're going to want to be a little careful. Because again, it's not hard to see where this explodes, right? He gets the road, gets the 6. Now his next settlement's going to be interesting. Where he decides to go. Does he wrap? Does he try to go here? Does he come down here? I don't know. Or does he try to go through? Which, if he gets a couple of 10 rolls, it's not impossible. Not impossible. Okay, he decides to go to the right. Interesting. Nice. We get a 5. That's real big. I'd love a 6 at some point, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Man, but just can't get this 6. Like, we know he's got one. Sheep for brick. Does he take it? Otherwise, I gotta try to figure out where we're going. Um, they've kind of made their way pretty clear here. I am starting to think I should actually go for this double 10. Maybe that's the way. Now this does give me another outlet here with some extra wood. I don't know. This is faster for sure. Oh, we get the 6 finally. I think that actually kind of settles it though, because if we're getting that now, and I can just take a thing. Unless I can do, can I get a brick for a wood and a wheat? How about this? I did get it. I'm gonna take that because then I can go settle up to this 3 for 1 port. I think that's just much better. All right. I'm happy with that. Very happy. So, all right. Now, hopefully, we can start to get some goodness rolling here soon. This also puts us in the road game, which is also nice. Got 4 roads. We got a pretty healthy road infrastructure. And again, I do have a place I could go down to that 11-4. Now, I decided to pay the extra card to go to the 3-for-1 port because I just think that's a better value with the rarity of the ore. And the other thing I could try to do is actually go up to the wood port. That's not crazy, assuming we get, say, some 5s and some 8s, and that wood port is pretty valuable, especially with our 8-4-3. Now, again, there's a question of whether or not we'll actually get there, but, it's worth considering. It's worth considering. Is that more valuable than the 11-5 sheep port? The 11-4 wood sheep port down here? I think so. Because, again, this is 8 power here with the wood versus, what, just 5 for the sheep? Yeah, so we'll see. We give them a good deal, so they can't complain. Those 11s will be nice for them. Would love some 10s. 9. I'm gonna hold because really what I'm looking for now is ore. We want to get at least 1 city on the board here if we can. This might go on the 10 ore. I could see that. Yeah. Does not hit me though, which is good. A little surprised, actually, that they did not hit me, especially since they're sitting on a card. Because I think the next most likely block would probably be the 8 wood that they place it on. That 9's been just, it's bad luck, man. That's really bad luck. It's just a 10 right there. Do they have a 9? Oh, well, now maybe you don't hit from them. I don't know. Man, that sucks. Losing that R there. Oof. All right, it's me. That's fine. I think that's right. Because, again... hey, it makes sense. Makes sense. Level 7. 10. Can I get a... ore for a sheep? How about that? Brick for a sheep? No. How about a sheep brick for an ore? If I can get this rolling, do I give 3 here? Well, let me give 3. Let me at this. It's expensive, but if I get the city, otherwise I'll just take a card. No, I'll take a card here. All right, that's fine. Road builder. Okay, that's good. Get the 6 right back. So we'll take that. Yeah, we were hunting for ore too, buddy. Hmm. What? Oh, we got a comment. What's going on here? Brown, you placed the robber horribly. Silly move. I don't know. I actually don't think that's a bad spot. I don't really know what he's complaining about. Um, like, where's Brown supposed to put this? I don't know. On his own six? No. Solo me here? No. Like this, we both have the most points. He's got a ton of cards, so I don't know what he's complaining about. No. Like this, it seems pretty equitable to me. I really don't know what on earth he's complaining about here, but he's got 12 cards. Like, let's see what he's up to. Like, play your hand. Play your hand. All right. Oh, he gets that, huh? I was gonna offer like a one for two. Don't love that. But well played. We get our settle if we need it. Ooh. All right, he comes through. Good for him. Another nine. Now we'll see. If we can't get here, that is a bit of a bummer. All right, we will get there. Because then again, we got an outlet for this. We get the road. Oh, we get the 10. Oh, well, hold on now. That changes some things, friends. Can I get the wheat for a brick here? How about that? That changes things a little bit. Hmm. Interesting. I'm gonna go. I think I city here. I don't think I can't do that. I'm gonna road build. We're gonna take the spot here. Take the spot. All right. So now 9 or 3 gets us settled up there, which is huge. Another 10. That's huge. We're well on our way here, I think, to win this one. Or, huh? Not gonna give in there. Wheat is still a possibility. No. They're my biggest threat to the road. That 10 rolling is pain because they've got the brick. And I'd rather them 3 for 1 the brick than come after me with it. Because once okay, they buy a card. Yeah. That's pretty good for me if that's the case. They're just buying 1 card there, I'll take it. Because again, they're using their whole hand to buy 1 card. So I will happily take that. Or all right. Could also maybe extend our road with this. It's another possibility. 8. Get short there. Hmm. I'll say this. I think we probably want to extend our road 1 just to make sure we keep the spot. So at a minimum, we do that. And then it's kind of like, what's next? 3 cards. Okay, Brown's making some moves here, but Brown is running out of things to do. 6. Can I get a wheat? I don't think there's any wheat out there. Is the problem? I think we just what are we doing here? 2 ore for wheat. I'll give you that. How about that? I'm gonna keep 1. Hmm. Do I take this? Yeah, I'm gonna take that. He needs help. I'm gonna take it. I think that's actually a pretty okay deal for me. He gets 3, maybe he 7's out here. So it gets me my thing. Great. I keep an ore, which I really want. So to win, potentially, he's got block 10, which is fine. Because now we got a wood port. So it's a little more interesting. I can have a little bit more flexibility. Brick doesn't help him. 9 helps me a lot. Get me a card. Wouldn't mind a 7 here. Another 9. We'll take that. He might get a city here. Well, no, he doesn't. It is a port. Never mind. I thought he had that brick port, but he does not. So it does hurt him. But we're actually, I think we're in pretty good shape here. Because he's got 10 cards. What's he gonna do with it? Doesn't have a port. He's not taking the road. You know, it's like what are you doing? What are you possibly doing with this? So I think this is our game to lose right now. I mean, Brown's a little bit of a wild card. We don't really know what they're up to with all those cards. Never know. Nope. Yeah, trying to get the city. That 3, I don't think the 3's rolled. Yeah, hasn't rolled. So that's a bit of a bummer for them going on the 3. It's just nothing happening. It stinks, is what it is. But, our settlements here, like they're not like, the best settlements, but the ports are nice. So I'll say that, especially if we can get down here. Because I think long term, like no one could probably take the road from us unless this guy goes off. It's probably going to be the night here. But where does it go? 5? Yeah. I think that makes sense because the 5 is a free card for me. So I think that does make a lot of sense. But I get a road. So yeah, it's kind of like a universe of horrors for these guys, I think, at the moment. Because we've just got so much going for us. Especially now we got the double 8s. Like that's a free road whenever this happens. And again, we don't need much to go right. We just really need to settle here. 1 city, boom. We could potentially be very close to that in another orbit if this 10 rolls. We'll see. We will see. No. We have ore. I just don't really need it from them at the moment. Well, want what they're offering. They go 2 for 1. Oh, okay. Hey, that's smart. Doesn't kill me though. Still got this. But it slows me down. It hurts, but it's not like that. I'm gonna take this. Yeah. Nice. Okay. What do I do with that? Do I just take a card here? Yeah, I'm gonna take a card. Maybe it's a VP. It is. Best case scenario. Okay, good. And now it's real easy. We just build a settle and we win. All right. Like it. And that 10 is really the biggest blocker I have, right? Because again, if he goes 8-10, builds a ton of roads, like that's a problem. See, I don't know about that. Again, like he was the most powerful person at the time. But on the 5, 6, that's actually that's a good block. Because again, it is what I need. Dose, nothing. This game's far from over, but again, we are in a very, very strong position. Like 2 8s win it. 8 and 4 wins it. 10, 2 10s win it. Oh, well, all right, hold on a minute. We've got a little bit of a resistance here. We got a little bit of resistance. Not over yet, folks. Not over yet. They're going to try. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Yeah, if he can connect, what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's not like, you know, super awesome, but it will potentially slow me down. So we are going to want to look to take the road if we can before then. That 6 block kind of stinks. We'll see what they do here. Best case, honestly, they put it on the 10. 8's grid. We're a roll away. We're an 8 or a 4 from a win. Or even a 10, actually. We have 8, 4, 10 are winning. 9's also winning. 8, 4, 10, 9 are winning. 5 is winning. We have so many winning rolls. 8, 4, 9, 5, 10, all winning. So let's see. Unless they do something here, we get one of those rolls. We got them in the bag. So we'll find out. 8, 4, 10, 5, 9. That's a lot of good rolls to have. Even 7 could potentially be winning, depending on. I mean, we hit green here for sure, I think. If that's the case. Okay, 7. Let's see. 9, that's winning. That's game. All right, there it is, folks. We got it. Good game. Boom. All right, there we go. Nice one. Easy peasy. Up to 1385. Like that one from the start, I must say. We just had really good position, really good quality rolls and good numbers. And, we played that very well. That was actually a pretty dominant victory, all things considered. Made some good trades. That 3-for-1 trade to go get that settle up there on that 8 turned out to be pretty good. And then even better was doubling up on the 10. That proved to be very, very good. No threes. It's a fast one. 31 minutes, 42 rolls. Very, very fast. But yeah, I mean, this 965 just being open, it's just so good. Like, if you see a 965 and it's got three different resources, you almost have to take it. It's like too good. Especially with this. I really did like this because, again, it's the open settle. I knew this guy was going to have problems getting here. They probably should have gone 10-5. They probably should have gone 10-5. If they'd gone 10-5, pointed to the right, I actually think this is open because I don't know if anybody else really does anything different here. So maybe that's something I would have done differently for them. In terms of my rolls, yeah, I mean, I can make the argument maybe we should have taken this, but it did not matter in the end. So I'm very pleased. Fun and interesting game. So hey, thanks for watching. See you next time.